for you.
Yeah, the main difference is when you throw an airmail, if you throw it right, it's 100% chance it goes in the hole. If you throw it wrong, there's a very high chance it ends up off the board, right? A roll bag, if you throw it right perfectly, it's not 100% chance that it ends up in the hole. It could get a bad bounce, end up on the left or the right hole. But the good news is, if you miss, it's likely to stay on the board. So it's, like you said, it's still a way to go after the hole and be a little bit aggressive without have to be super aggressive. And now maybe we see a slick side here, or will he just continue with his rolls? And that cut again, Jeff.
And again, with his bag, not only does it grow legs and walks, but it walks from right to left. I mean,
here in his bracket final to get into the Final Four, Alex Rawls takes down Jamie Graham. Beats Jamie Graham here. And then beats
and had to beat
Josh
him twice.
Holland. Yeah,
had to beat Jamie twice. Oh, that one flops over the hole a bit.
Just jumps too much. Wonder how aggressive Creekkiller is. I don't think he'll go get it. Yeah, I didn't peg him for an ultra aggressive player. I didn't, just rode right over.
I mean, that bag, as we've mentioned, that he throws is so sticky that it just naturally has a little, just wicked little hop to it.
Yes. I mean, his slide bag, you could argue, is hopping up the board and not sliding.
Yeah.
It hits, catches, throws itself back in the air, and then hops up the board.
All right, we've been talking about this a lot this weekend. I finally got the word for it. You know what his bag has? His bag has got attitude, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it really does.
It does.
Just naturally, it's got some attitude
got
to
some
it.
spunk.
Yep.
Beautiful collect right there by Rawls, just to limit it to 2.
Minutes ago, teaming up with Trey Birchfield in their 22-4 loss.
You know what this game reminds me of? This reminds me, Jeff, you and I called it in preliminary play. This reminds me of Alex Rawls versus Jacob Trzynski. Very similar. There was a middle part of the game. It was close early. Then a middle part of the game which Jacob Trzynski hit roll bag after big shot. And I made the analogy, this was like an MMA fight where in the middle rounds, there was a fighter that just kept getting beat. And I said that the goal here for you keep doing what you're doing. I don't mind the idea of putting up a deep block in front of the hole.
We saw the PPRs just a moment ago. The points per round, really not too bad for Alex Rawls still. Just slightly behind. Yeah, I was going to say, Trey, I mean, I think the big difference is that with a Matt Guy, yes, you're forcing him into an airmail, and he's a very good airmailer. But I think the difference is that Creekkiller, it seems to be his natural shot is almost a rollback.
That's true. It's a great counterpoint.
That one just sneaks in on that left side.
Rawls cannot afford another miss.
So when you block him, you're not really forcing him to change anything because that's just kind of his natural bag.
And this has got to be in.
And it is to stay alive, but still a big round for Matthew Creekkiller, the national world champions we've been talking about all night. And here he is a point away. See, I just don't think that does anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fine. And now he misses off to the left.
And now a 4-bagger wins it. In for the win for Matthew Creekkiller.
Just on the edge.
And now you got to find a way to push that bag out of the way. There's got to be... oh my gosh, he almost did it, but that is it.
Matthew Creekkiller, a national champion here in Atlantic City.
What a performance by the rookie who had such a poor performance in Las Vegas. We thought he was in over his head once he got to the pro division, but he proves that was a fluke. He's here to stay as one of the top players in the world.